My name is Caleb. I'm a second-year student. I was born in the Congo. Now, I live in Reading. I grew up Christian. I grew up in a Christian household, but I had a lot of issues because I didn't grow up with my dad. I know who my dad is. It's just the relationship wasn't there that I wanted. My life was always filled with performance, lack of trust. I didn't trust men, especially father figures or leaders, until I encountered the person of Jesus. Yeah, his love has forever changed me. The first time I actually encountered it was during revival group in first year. My revival group pastor at the time was talking actually about the difference between a son and an orphan. And I remember that time in the room, it's like I got met with the reality of the orphan spirit that I was dealing with. And I just felt like a rush in the room, and I started crying, I started bawling. And I couldn't explain why I was crying, but I realized at that moment that the definition of a son that he was talking about, that I wanted it. I wanted to actually have that experience. I wanted that. And I got taken into a vision where, because I didn't have a relationship with my dad, that I held a lot of unforgiveness, a lot of judgment. And I remember me wanting to reach for Jesus in that vision that I was having. And then the Lord said, you have to let go of your judgment and forgiveness for you to reach for me. And I remember I let go of that. It's like something was taken off me. And I reached into his hand, and I just grabbed hold of it. And I was like, I didn't want to let go. And I was just crying because I was like, oh wow, I didn't know this was real. I didn't know that I can just be met wherever I was. I didn't have to reach a level of perfection. It was like a weight was taken off me. And I just met the love of God in that moment. You know, the verse that says, come boldly into the throne room of grace, that I actually get to do that. Now I live the reality of that. Whether I'm mad, whether I'm disappointed, I actually boldly come into the throne room of grace. And I think the difference is my confidence actually in the sonship that actually been given to me, my confidence as a son. And I know he won't reject me. He will actually meet me where I am. So yeah. For those who want to actually have an encounter with the Lord, I just want to tell you that he loves you, and he actually longs more than you long to have an encounter with his love. So I want to encourage you that he does love you, and he actually wants to encounter you with his love.